And we are live.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's session of Sins of the Fallen. Where we last left off, the party had traveled with their companions and their artifact to the capital city of Orana in the Orient Empire in order to try and find someone to sell it to. After dealing with some bureaucratic bullshit in the city, they eventually got in and immediately split the party. Some people went to the seedy side of town and found some shady salespeople that might be interested in buying it, while someone turned into a cat and found another person that might be interested in buying it. So, you guys have a couple options on who you wish to sell the artifact to. And I think we left off with you guys starting to head back to the shop in the seedy part of town.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Did we do anything to resolve? Because the alarms went off in the city, right?
That is correct. There was some chaos in the streets. From what you could gather, the attention of the guards was pulled away near to where the gates into the market district were. And you guys just kind of were all hanging out at your tavern/inn. Not really sure what to do.
And let me tell you, I still don't know what to do.
Yeah. Like I've got news. I still don't know if we should do anything about that.
I'm what you would say, or what you would call, confused.
We haven't been in the market district, right?
So the market district is where you entered the city. You
Okay.
traveled to a few other areas of the city, but the inn that you were staying at was in the market district, or
Okay.
at least the inn you plan to stay at. Technically, you guys haven't. It hasn't gotten to night yet. I don't think. Like it's like early. It's like late afternoon, almost early evening.
I was mostly trying to determine if are they alerting to something that maybe we caused at some point. And looking like no.
That does seem to be the question. Is it just your paranoia, or are they actually looking for you?
I'm very paranoid, so
Part of me is willing to err on the side of it don't involve us.
Yeah.
yeah, but I got questions.
I feel like we'll find out if we really need to know.
Can probably ask around at the inn later tonight. If it's
Good
major,
idea.
everybody's going to be talking about it. Then I suppose we should go down to the docks. Unless anybody has any other plans we need to address.
Yeah, we need to weigh our options, right?
I think the docks is probably the.
Yeah.
Speaking but not heard. Why were we going to the docks again?
To sell the coffin, the sarcophagus.
All right, but what about my potential buyer lady? She was kind of scary.
And also, I don't think Kat has come back yet.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
had
remember
met up
she
with
did.
the rest of the party.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, she used her animal senses to follow the sense of her sister and Casper.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks. I can't remember anything. So.
Yeah, I think she reconnected with the party outside the shop and then came with them back to the tavern where the rest of you were.
Sounds about right.
The lady I had met, whose name I definitely have written down somewhere, I just can't find it yet. She was gonna look at it in a warehouse in like 2 days or something. I think I wrote it somewhere. I'm gonna look for my notes. Lady Alma Augusto.
Balama Augusto.
Balama. I left a word. With Lady Llama. That's what I called her.
All right,
Lady Llama.
Let's go to the docks.
Okay, so you guys are going to the docks then.
I think we should at least meet with them and see what sort of price they'd be willing to offer.
Yeah,
We gotta compare prices.
yes.
All right. So you head out, making your way through the busy streets of the market with the cart carrying the sarcophagus. It seems that whatever alarm that went off earlier has started to die down. However, you do notice that there's still a strong city watch presence, but they don't stop you or you don't draw their attention as you make your way towards the docks. And after making your way through the gate to get to the docks, and passing through the significantly lower quality of housing that is available in the docks, you eventually make it to the shop that, if I remember right, was called the Ninth Life.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, Sniv had told you to go around the back. Seeing
Yeah.
how trying to get this thing through the front door would be a big hassle.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you and your whole retinue go around the back of the shop. And Sniv opens up the cargo door to the back of the shop. and you head inside. And Sniv says, "All right, let's take a look at this thing." The Athalos and Arthur get to work taking the top of the crate off that the sarcophagus is held inside of. And Sniv gets to work inspecting the sarcophagus. After a couple minutes, Sniv says, "Well, it's definitely an oddity. I've never seen anything like it. You weren't kidding when you said it didn't have an opening."
I'd never kid with you.
So, how much were you looking to sell it for?
I look at Arthur because this was their whole. Also, I don't. Who in the group would know, like, an accurate way to price something like this?
How much is a magical sarcophagus that we have no idea what
Yeah.
the contents are going for these days?
Great question.
We all look at Arthur.
Where's our local Rick Harrison when we need it?
I mean, if anybody's Rick Harrison, it's Sniv. Sniv's the one that runs the shop.
Oh yeah, Sniv Harrison.
God.
We should have discussed this ahead of time.
5 million platinum.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. So you all look at Arthur, and Arthur looks at you and shrugs. And then Arthur looks over at Kit. Like, you know magic stuff, right?
I mean, yes and no. This wasn't really my area of expertise.
But you could probably at least guess, like, the ballpark for something like this.
Could I?
Well...
I'm trying to think if I could or not.
I guess go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. $18.
Alright. So, with your Arcana check, you would guess that something like this, that has some kind of necromantic magic to it, though you don't know the exact nature of the enchantment around it, just the level of magic around it would be enough to get several thousand gold if you were able to find out like exactly how it works. That might help you figure out exactly how much money it's worth, but a good ballpark is a number in the thousands.
Can I use my once a day detect thoughts to see if they have a number in their head?
Sure.
It's not a bad idea.
Then I do that.
Okay. So you cast Detect Thoughts on Sniv. And Sniv's surface thoughts are basically they are thinking they have no idea what this thing is, but it is magical, so if they play their cards right, they could probably sell it to somebody super rich for a lot of money. The number that they have in mind, they're not even sure of. It depends on who they'd be able to sell it to. If you want to try and delve deeper to get what they're hoping to get out of it, that would require them to make a wisdom save. But it would also, if they succeed, they would know you tried to probe their mind.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna listen, but I am gonna say in my sister's head, then I'll turn my thoughts to her and I'll say, I think he's thinking he can get like a lot of money, so maybe try going higher than you would think.
So
And-
you said that I figured it's like a couple thousand. So like any.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut off.
Sorry, I'm trying to. What did you say exactly for how much I thought this would normally go for?
Somewhere in the thousands of gold.
There's a lot in the thousands. There's a lot of numbers in the thousands.
Yep, 9,999 of them.
There's
and then after I relay that thought to Kid, I am gonna just turn my attention so that for the full minute I am listening to Sniv's thoughts. I'd hope she'll offer something soon. Anyway.
um. I don't know how much to say.
Just pick a really high number and we'll hope for the best.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna be getting.
All right, hang on. Let's think about this real quick. So telepathically, to Kit, and then probably once again to Kat, just ask them both, how much do you think it's worth?
I'll let you know, and I'll be like in the thousands for sure, but like who knows from there where.
Lad, I read Sniv's thoughts and they were saying they think they could get a lot, but they didn't say a specific number, but like they said a lot, so they were thinking a lot, so I think we should aim for higher and let them bargain us down.
A reasonable 15,000?
I mean, damn, let's just start high and go down from there, I guess.
do also have that other lady that might be interested too.
Yeah.
That was really choppy for me. I don't know if it was for everybody.
In Kat's head, I'll just ask her. I'll be like, "Do you know how serious that woman you met
Well,
was?"
we could mention that we have another buyer, and maybe that'll and
It's a good idea.
Negotiating for things, really, this is not my forte, so... I think this one falls more into your wheelhouse, Casper. Trying to convince people
negotiating, yeah.
Convincing people to buy things. Isn't that what you do?
That's not what I do.
Right, sorry.
I'm just a musician and a storyteller.
I would just say like, well, we do have another buyer, so we were hoping to hear what you were willing. And then if we don't like his number, we can do like the we're walking away and see if they changed their mind.
Right. Alright, well, go ahead and start with that. I like to imagine all three of us have had no expression on our face as we've just been like, those who are just standing there, I'm like examining this thing, trying to be like looking at it to just be as unsuspicious with the fact
Ruby
having a
has
fucking conversation in our minds.
Ruby has rolled her eyes multiple times.
She's like, I fucking know these assholes are doing something.
Changelings, how dare they? One of you two should speak though, because you're more from them.
So nobody else knows what your plan is, so one of you three has to talk.
I nudge Cat. I'm in your mind. I do tell him like, go ahead and.
Oh god, me? Okay. Well, and I say
this.
that part out loud. We do currently have another buyer who has made a hefty offer, so we were just hoping to hear what you would offer. Yep, that's the thing.
Oh. What did they offer?
15.
Go higher. Go higher.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my lord.
1,000 gold.
Go ahead and
I have
make
to
it.
check thoughts up too.
Yeah.
Hear.
Yeah, you hear in the surface thoughts kind of sniff go like, holy shit, 20,000 gold. I didn't even think it'd be that much. Go ahead and make a deception check.
God, I'm not even the greatest. Why am I doing it?
Not bad, not bad.
Well, unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to go up that high. We're a small shop here. The most we'd be able to offer you would be 8,000 gold. We're
Okay.
still trying to run a business here. We gotta turn it around and sell it to somebody else.
Of course. So what about...
What if we meet near the middle?
Yeah, 10,000 and you know that we're good friends. And she smiles.
Alright, go ahead and make a persuasion check now.
I'm good at my least provision at this one, but
Oh,
yay!
nice.
There you go.
Yeah, you can hear Sniv's surface thoughts say, it's a bit more than I would have wanted to, but we might be able to make it work. Okay. We can do 10,000. That is a lot of money though, so we might have to turn over a few other things here to make up that money, but I think, yeah, we can do 10,000.
If you'd like, we can give you a few days to think it over.
Well, we need a few days in order to make up the money. We don't just have
Mhm.
thousands of gold lying around the shop, the seediest part of town.
What else is in this shop? Is there anything out here where we are?
You can see in the back, in this kind of like cargo area, there are a lot of like crates, similar to the one that the sarcophagus is in. It doesn't look like any of them are like sitting open to be like looked at. When you went to the front of the store, it all seemed to be like strange like oddities, but nothing big enough to like fit inside of a crate like this, unless you count like the taxidermy animal, like magical creature heads that were lining some of the walls.
Okay. How many people are in our group again?
7.
13.
We're 7
yeah.
plus the what are we?
It's 13.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
many.
We have
So
3 watches of 3 and 1 watch of 4.
Yeah, there's the 7 of you plus 6 NPCs.
And we really need to kill off more of the squishy ones on the way here.
It's fine.
Wow.
At least the numbers have come down considerably.
They have. You're welcome, team.
Like you did it on purpose.
I mean, didn't do it on accident, so somewhere in the middle.
Those are the casualties of war.
Yeah, exactly.
Acceptable collateral damage.
Yep.
Very well. A few days, 10,000 gold, and good friends of the shop. And I like point.
We ever run across anything else we need to relieve ourselves of, you'll be the first we come to.
Well, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. And Stiv puts out their little hand.
I give Kat a bump with my shoulder, like, go ahead.
Well, I guess I shake their hand.
I'd say give us 2 or 3 days, we'll have your money for it.
Meet back here.
Yeah, back here at the shop is fine.
It's good then.
All right. With that, you guys head out.
Yeah.
Woo!
Guys, why isn't me? Help somebody else do it next time. Not me. Thanks. Okay.
You did great. What do you mean?
Well, thank you, but
Next time we should have a conversation about what to do ahead of time.
well,
And
now
then-
it's gonna be easier when it's the other lady because we have a number.
Oh, I meant if we ever find ourselves in the position of needing to sell another object that we have no
Yeah.
clue how to price.
Oh,
That way the group can be involved in the discussion of how much are we trying to sell this for.
that makes.
So, where are you guys heading?
The inn?
Okay. The
Question mark?
well, if you remember
mark.
last time, the
don't.
tavern you were staying at, yeah, that's all right. The tavern you were staying at doesn't have a stable, so Fulcrum and Athlos was just kind of sitting outside with the cart.
So, I mean, should we try to find a place with a stable? We haven't bought rooms yet.
That is
We could look
fair
around.
Or do we feel like somebody should be up keeping watch on the cart regardless?
I mean, we should probably be keeping watch on the cart regardless, but we also need to at least not have it just be sitting in the street, so.
Yep.
So, in with a stable.
We can go to the new turkey. Sometimes you find some real gems in the name generator, and the new turkey was probably my favorite.
Oh, nice.
The new turkey.
The new turkey.
What
Not
about
the
old
old
turkey?
turkey.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's just Constantinople.
God damn it, Kay. Your nerdy ass out of here.
All right. So, you start picking your way through the streets again. You leave the docks, and head to a different establishment within the market district, the New Turkey.
Gobble
which,
gobble. Sorry.
Oh boy. Which does in fact have a stable. You're able to park the cart back there, and you head inside. Now let's see who the proprietor of this establishment is.
And also, how secure would that stable be from like theft and whatnot?
Well, there's a stable boy that tends to the horses. So, if he's out there, he'll be watching the cart.
Yeah, I'm still gonna feel uneasy leaving that thing unattended, even with a stable boy guarding it.
I agree in taking shifts to watch it.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So, I mean, it is, it can make a lot of money, so it getting stolen is not something I want to risk, so I will definitely want to be keeping an eye on it. So I'll take first watch on it for now.
Do you need anything? Food? A drink? You still owe me a drink.
I do. But I want to keep want to be alert, so if you want a drink, go for it, but if you can get me a water or something, that'd be fine. That's all I'll need for now.
I think we can make that happen.
All right. So you guys head in to the new turkey. And you can see that it is a kind of a gentle atmosphere as you walk in. People just keeping to themselves. Kind of like a homey, warm atmosphere. There's some music playing in the corner. And you head up to the bar where you see a drow woman with kind of close cropped curly white hair underneath a very extravagant looking hunter's cap, kind of like the type of like the wide brim, but like one side of it is like up with a feather shooting off of it. And she says, "Hi there. Welcome to the new turkey. Are you looking for rooms for the night?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
How many did we do last time? 4?
Yeah, I think we did 4.
Four rooms then.
All right. 4 rooms for the lot of you. You got any horses or wagons outside?
We do have one
We have a
wagon, cart.
And how many horses do we have pulling that cart?
I actually don't know.
I think it was 2.
I think it's 2, yeah.
Two feels
Yeah, pretty
right.
sure it was 2.
Yeah.
2 horses and a cart.
All right. Well, that will be 2 gold for the rooms and a gold and 4 silver for the horses and cart. So 3 gold, 4 silver total.
And we'll hand over 3 gold and 4 silver.
All right. She gives you the room keys. Says, kitchen's still open. Do you want a late dinner?
That'd be wonderful.
Got a nice hearty stew, 1 silver apiece.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll take some stew.
Yeah. Right, this character needs to eat real food.
Yep, it's not Wednesday.
Yep. I was like, I don't know, I do. I need food. I will take stew. Definitely forgot.
But I can give you good berries for free.
There's so many. You can only eat so many berries. Cat.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
you,
there's only so much money.
sometimes you just need a good plate of bacon.
Alright, so anyone getting the stew, mark off another silver. And you all have a nice warm meal for the evening.
Delicious.
Except for Felgrim.
I asked Felcrum if he wanted food, and he said he only wanted water, which
Yeah,
I would
that's
have
fine.
procured and brought back to him.
He's got rations. He wasn't sure if they had anything good or not, so.
Okay, but Felcrum's my best friend, so I'll give him a good berry.
Okay.
It's true. You and Falcrum have bonded.
I would also just like to acquire something good to drink.
Yeah, I would like some booze.
Alright. There's mead for 6 copper, or you can get a bottle of wine for 3 gold.
I'm getting mead.
I will purchase myself a bottle of wine.
Alright.
Is the mead any good?
Yeah, it's pretty decent mead.
How much was the wine?
3 gold
Uh,
for a bottle.
Yeah, 3 gold for a bottle. Or you could try to convince Ruby to share hers.
Nope, get my own bottle.
Wasn't Casper supposed to be performing one of these days?
I mean, he performed outside the city.
Oh, right, but I thought there was another one.
No, that was a
I
car.
don't remember. It's been too long.
No, we were pretending.
Oh, he was, lying.
He was, how do you say?
Being a tricky deceiver.
When did Lady Llama say she was going to meet me again? I forget.
I believe it was the evening after tomorrow. So not
Okay.
Yep.
tomorrow night, but the night
The
after.
one after. Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool, 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 cool.
How is the soup or the stew, whatever it is?
It's well made.
Good.
Very hearty. Whatever that means.
Is it turkey stew?
Very important question.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is the old turkey.
Wondering what they did with it.
Hmm.
Alright.
Oh,
And-
sorry, were the alarms
Right.
still going?
No, the alarms had died down. There was just a higher like a larger amount of guard presence afterwards.
Is anybody still talking about it?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
Go ahead and make a perception check to try and eavesdrop on the people around the tavern.
You know, you would think with 3 weeks off.
Nah, I gotta.
You would think.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not loud in this place, but as you try to open up your senses to listen to the people around you, all you hear is the gurgling of your wine as you continue to pour yourself another glass.
Incredibly fair.
I'm gonna go over to the innkeeper lady.
Sure.
And I'm gonna ask her, you were walking around earlier and there were alarms and guards. Do you happen to know what that was about?
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Some of the other patrons were talking about it. Apparently, the watch found a body just in the middle of the streets.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I literally had to stop and think for a second if that was our fault. And I was like,
I also did.
wait, did we? I was like, it's been a minute. Did we leave a body behind somewhere?
No, didn't what's his face leave for a while?
Yeah, Athlos is being sussy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very.
Guys, maybe we're not the evil ones.
We're just a cover story for Athelos.
Yeah, Athlos is the actual main character. We're actually side characters.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the details, but apparently it was a pretty grisly sight.
Hmm.
Did anyone say where the body was found?
Wasn't too far from here. Yeah, a couple blocks up near the main gate out of the city.
Alright, well, thank you.
Of course.
I go bring this information back to the group.
Hmm.
So what'd you
I
find
just-
out?
What'd you say?
Casper asked what you found out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, there's apparently they found a body just in the street.
Wasn't me.
Can confirm. Not me either.
Okay, I don't need the sound off roll call of who didn't do it. Thank you.
It was me. Just kidding.
I've literally been with you all day. I don't.
Look, given his nature, he could probably walk away and do it. We wouldn't have noticed.
Me kill somebody? No, I just have somebody else do it.
I was a cat the whole time I was gone.
You're always cat.
I said a cat, but I am a cat. And that's what's super clever, buddy. You should have seen what I did. It was so good, but I can't tell you because it's a secret.
Secret.
If you give me a BB, I'll tell you.
Is that the cost of your secrets? It's 1B?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, that's good to know.
Hmm.
I mean, do we want to go poke around that area and see if...
I am curious, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm also a little curious.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Does anybody else want to go check it out, or is everybody else going to hold things down here?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't all leave.
I'll stay here.
I'll hold the fort.
I am curious.
My hands
So,
dirtied.
You're
I'll have a-
no. You're staying here. You're the last person who should be wandering around near a crime scene. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm not going.
It has a point, Valkyr.
Sorry, like I do. You're
Particularly
staying.
if it's one they don't have a lot of leads on.
Yeah,
They might just decide, oh, these are two odd circumstances back to back.
Seems like these make me want to murder somebody.
Well, this is a nice place. Can we not ruin the new turkey?
Please
I really
don't
like
murder
this inn.
anyone.
Also,
Has good
keep it
mead.
down, would you?
Reasonably priced rooms, good alcohol, good food. I want to be able to come back here.
Reasonably priced. I feel like I'm being ripped off. 3 gold for this? Oh, holy shit, that's a big bottle of wine. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're being a fucking cheap bastard.
Sorry for having good taste.
Team investigate. Go investigate.
We'll go
And then
investigate.
And then
Yay.
nobody rolls over a 5.
We let Fulcrum know that we're
Yeah, well,
leaving
we'll
to
see him
investigate.
when we leave. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so who's all going?
I think it's Kit, Ruby, and B.
Kit, Ruby, and B. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the 3 of you head out to investigate. As you're making your way in that direction, is there anything anyone else wants to do for the night?
Yes, I would like to talk to Casper.
Okay.
No.
Oh, good. I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, good.
I definitely should have mentioned before I left to not let Kat get in trouble, but then realized that the only person really around to ask would have been Casper, and that's just never gonna work. So
I'm an enabler.
that was just a recipe for disaster right from the get-go.
Casper, I'm upset.
Why?
I think Kit is mad at me still, and I tried to make it better, but she didn't say anything, so I didn't make it better, and now she's gone and left me.
She's just going to a crime scene to
But
investigate.
she didn't ask me to go. She didn't even tell me to not do anything that would get me in trouble. That means she doesn't care anymore.
And maybe I'm reading the situation wrong. Maybe I'm not. But don't you think you're overreacting?
No. How did the plan the other night go with Arthur? What if she's replaced me and now it's only him?
Okay, well, first of all, if the things she's doing with Arthur are the things that she does with you, you have a problem.
No, but you know what I mean. Just replace. We're just.
Alright, well, do you want to take your mind off of this? Maybe settle down a little bit?
Doing what?
Boost?
Felcrum, you're not helping. That's not Felcrum, that's Malkir.
Yeah, I'm outside.
Wow, that's some really strong wine.
Sorry, I'm a bit intoxicated. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a shrine.
That was just me forgetting people who was playing who.
Forget how.
Oh, no, it's good wine. I've only had a sip. Oh, take your mind off of it.
Okay.
Oh, right, how? Well, there is always the option to go upstairs, have a little fun.
But there's nothing to do. and I can't even be an animal. You know how good I was? I got us a buyer. I was all sneaky and cool and cat, and I was all mysterious. And they were like, "Well, what's your name?" And I was like, "Cat," but I wasn't Cat, so she was all confused and like, "Okay, Cat," and it was all good. And then she didn't even care.
Turns to Malkir just like with a puzzled look on his face.
I take it this isn't your just give him the message in the head, like, this isn't where you thought this was going, were you?
Too dumbfounded to say anything. No,
Wow.
Cat, that's not what I meant.
Oh. Okay. I just want Kit to not be mad at me anymore.
I highly doubt that she's mad at you.
You can't say that.
I
Last time we
just
fought, things got weird and things got bad, and then things were never the same. But then they went back to normal, and then it was, and then it wasn't, and then I don't know. Okay, let's go upstairs. So I just walk upstairs.
Okay. Malkir, keep your mouth shut. And your head silent. Follow Cat upstairs.
All right. Honestly, wasn't expecting that either. All right. So, the three ladies who left, you guys start making your way, over by the main gate. And it's not long, of just kind of walking the streets, kind of just ignoring like the random people on the street trying to sell you stuff, before you eventually find an area that the City Watch has cordoned off. There's what looks to be just like a simple rope tied across, like off of like two buildings with like this colorful cloth on it, basically as like a police tape do not cross type of thing, with like one or two guards watching the rope.
Okay. Can I use my official inquiry ability from my background to try and get us in?
Official inquiry. What was your background?
Investigator?
Oh, okay. So I guess the question here is, how are you informing the guards of your station as an investigator? Are you playing it off like you're a private investigator hired by the Watch? Or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Private investigator. I introduce myself as Flair. That these two are my assistants.
Whip out like a quill and like paper, like I'm gonna be a note taking.
Just salute.
All right.
Tiniest salute.
A very tiny salute.
It is so small.
All right. Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Should have taken proficiency in deception, but that's fine.
Ooh, look at you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you a rogue? Not proficient in deception?
I took persuasion instead.
Interesting choice.
It's fine.
I made choices. Really, what I should have done is taken the time to switch my proficiency over into deception.
Yeah.
But it's currently hanging out in insight, so.
All right. So, yeah, they believe you. They were gonna let you in no matter what because of your ability, but this was more to see whether or not they believe you're like an actual official or just like the weird investigator that they call in on stuff like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, professionally they let you in, and you head inside, and you can see kind of like tucked away in an alcove off of the main street. You can see that there is a dead body currently covered with a sheet. They haven't moved the body yet.
Is there anybody? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say you can see that there is some blood splatter near the body and kind of like seeping out from underneath the sheet. There's nobody currently at the crime scene. You get the sense that the guards out front are more just to stop people from coming this way, and any investigating that the watch has already done is since past, and they've moved on to follow lead.
Very quietly, so that other people can't overhear. Kat, do you want to try talking to the guards and get some information on when this happened?
That's Kit.
You want me to
Kit.
go back and get my sister?
No, I want it to be. I absolutely do not. I want it to be you.
Sorry, your sister's busy at the moment. Please leave a message.
See, the trick is that we had to mess it up a few times so that everybody else got confused.
Yeah.
And mess it up even more.
Exactly. If you and I can't even get it right, what's to ask? What's to say anyone else will ever get it right?
No, I'm looking for Kit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the name mix-up. What is
No,
you?
you're absolutely fine. Kit. Do you want to go talk to the guards over there and see if you can get any information on at least when this may have happened, or at least if they know how long between when the body was found and when the alarms went off?
Yeah, I can do that.
Any other information they may be willing to give up? They're persuasive.
I definitely changed my face to look much less bland. Same like person, obviously, facial structure and everything wise, but I don't know, I just like make myself look slightly less boring human and more attractive human.
So, makeup, but without the makeup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And then, B, you want to come join me in looking at the body? I'm looking around to see if there's anything interesting about.
Yeah, I want to look at the body really bad.
I absolutely want to look at the body. I've got some questions, for sure.
I also want to look at the body before I go talk to them, so you want to just...
Yeah, we'll look at the body.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
look
look
at we'll look at the body first.
Okay, so you're all going to look at the body.
Yes.
Do you guys want to touch that sheet or no?
We'll let you touch that sheet.
I'm
Change
mage
your
hand.
fingerprints around, right?
And to get to pull the sheet back. I don't think any of us want to touch the sheet, really.
All right. So, you use Mage Hand to move the sheet. You can see as the sheet moves, you see a human male, kind of middle-aged, like late 30s, 40s, something like that. Looks like looks kind of common dress. They weren't like a merchant or anything. Possibly worked as kind of like a laborer. And as you continue to move the sheet, you see that their clothes are covered in blood until you get to their torso, which is lack thereof. Their torso has been caved in and ripped open, and several of their internal organs are missing.
Ooh.
It's just a open cavity.
Can we tell specifically what organs are missing?
Make a medicine check.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
can one of us help with that medicine check?
Sure.
Since we're all staring.
Leave. Okay. Double 15s. Didn't matter either way.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see that the lungs have been punctured, but they're still there. They've been kind of deflated and pushed off to the side so that the heart could be taken out. You also notice that the intestines have been pulled out.
Like pulled out as in taken or just pulled out?
Like hanging from
Okay.
the bottom. They've been eviscerated, and his kidneys are also missing.
Do I know of anything that could do this that's like mythological in any way?
Well, Kit would tell you that at close inspection, it doesn't look like this was done by claws or any type of like creature. This was someone with a weapon that knows how to use it.
Would this be more like a blunt weapon and then they like it was like hands, or does it look like things were like cut out?
It looks like things were cut out.
Okay.
Like there's definitely some blunt force trauma to like the rib cage
No.
to like break it. But it looks like things were like cut out. Like a hunter kind of disemboweling its kill.
But only took the heart and kidneys.
Have I ever heard of attacks like this before?
No, you wouldn't. Like, you don't even need the roll. You wouldn't have heard anything like this.
That's really odd. I certainly have never seen anything like this.
I know of any like magic that is like you need a heart and a kidney. Specifically.
I guess make a Arcana check.
Listen, maybe somebody in one of the other departments was doing something weird, okay? 24.
Well, you would know that there is magical research for using the organs of people that have died in order to transplant them into living people. For those that don't have access to magical cures for diseases, they could just replace the organ. It's not as expensive. However, that type of research is still pretty early on whether it's possible or not. And any research subjects, they're gonna want the whole body. They're not just gonna want the organs.
Yeah, they're also not doing it in, like, this random side street, like,
That too.
in the dark, like...
Yeah.
Okay. Some fucking wizard just, like, carving people up in the night, like...
The black market.
Yeah. Also possible. Okay. I'll let Ruby and B know. I'll be like, they're doing some work with transplanting organs, but I have no idea why. This obviously wouldn't be them. They would A, want the entire body, and B, wouldn't leave it here like this. So
Are they like cleanly cut out, or is it like very sloppily done?
Make a medicine check.
I'll help you.
Okay.
Using my mage hand to like move stuff around so you can like get a better look.
Oh, gross.
In the once the hand disappears, it's fine.
I just picture like the hand disappearing and then any blood on it just falls to the ground.
Yeah, just plop.
All right, yeah. As you take a closer look, B, you can tell that they were surgically removed, but it looks like it was kind of clumsily done. So if someone's been like like if someone is using this person as like a practice like medicine, like surgically removing body parts, they still need a lot of practice. Yeah, you can also gather that because of how clumsily it was done, it wasn't used with the best tools in mind. Like it was probably used with something a bit more unwieldy, like a butcher knife, or I don't know, something that's more commonly available than something meant for this type of work.
Yeah, okay.
Looking around, is there anything else odd about the area, or like anything else of note?
Make a perception check. Nope.
Apparently, I
Wow.
just don't want to perceive things, is what I'm hearing.
You're too busy. You're too distracted by the mage hand, just like smooshing around in the body cavity.
The noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that perception check, and with the other two ingrained in investigating the bodies,
Oh no.
you do not hear the dark figure that approaches from behind.
No.
No.
And right here, we're actually going to take a quick break because I really have to go to the bathroom.
No.
Great. Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
fine. He's just not a vigilante. It's gonna be great.
Batman, is that you?
Man.
Is Joe
So
here?
back in 10?
Yeah, back in 10.
Okay.
I don't know if Joe is here, so
Everyone back at 7:30
yeah.
or whatever time, for your time zone.
Yeah. Back
Yep.
at 30.
Sure, back at
Yeah,
30.
back at 30.
But are we on break is the real question on the thing.
Yeah, well,
Can
What?
they
no,
still
that means we
hear
can
us
say
is the
whatever we
real
want.
question.
I'm stuck AFK. What's going on?
We're going on break.
We're
Oh,
on
we're
break,
taking a
we're on
break?
break.
Okay, then I will send the stream to break. So you're
We're back at 7:30.
And we are back.
All right.
Creepy man in the alley. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. So,
Someone needs to put some grease on the door hinge.
yeah, no kidding.
WD-40.
The shadowy figure brings a door with them so they can open it.
I was gonna say, like, how did none of us hear this guy showing up? Man, just like.
I mean, that one failed the stealth check, so.
All right. So you're all looking around. Well, Ruby is looking around, and the other two are looking at the body. And you don't hear the shadowy figure come up next to you, Ruby, until you hear a voice to the side of you. So, you must be the new girls.
No! I hate you! I hate you so much! Get out of here, Mike! I know exactly what this is! Get away! No! No! I don't want any part of this!
I don't like the way he said that.
I also don't
Yeah.
like the way you said that. But,
Get it out of here!
Guys, we're bad guys. Just kill him on the spot. Let's do it.
Just add another body to the crime scene. It'll be fine.
Oh, you literally started talking. I'm so angry. I'm done.
I turn very slowly,
I'm
And
turning slowly
using-
and glaring automatically.
all of my willpower to not jump in surprise.
Seems the investigators of the city are getting even worse.
I wouldn't have anything to say about that. Like you said, I'm still relatively new here.
Well, I'll give you a few tips if you want to make it in the city. First of all, this city is a freaking hellscape. People
Oh,
are
sorry,
dying
we get
left
that
and right.
out.
If you're not careful, anyone can sneak up behind you, and you'll end up just like this fellow down here.
I'm not gonna murder you, but I'm gonna creep you out and give you advice.
Nightmares forever. I mean, it's good advice for anywhere you go. Whether or not this place is as terrible as you say, I think remains to be seen.
Why are you giving advice?
Second,
Oh my god, I hate this guy so fucking much.
Tori in a nutshell.
Second, if you don't do your job right, you won't last long on this force.
Uh-huh.
And
Again.
third,
Pretty standard wherever you go.
I never forget a face.
if Captain Luke says anything about a guardhouse having blown up in the past, he's a freaking liar. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I want to die. God damn it.
So,
I assume I recognize this guy, right?
yes, you recognize this guy
Yeah.
immediately. So what have you found
Alright,
out?
good.
Well, probably the same things anybody that was investigating before us did. Body's missing a heart and the kidneys. Looks like it was sloppily done with an incorrect instrument.
So our killer didn't bring the right tools for the job. Classic mistake.
Uh-huh.
What else have you found out?
Still trying to look around and see what else might be worth knowing. I want to make sure I'm thorough.
Again, why are you helping us? I'm just kind of confused.
Am I helping you? Or are you helping me?
I really have no idea.
You haven't
Who are
even
you?
introduced yourself yet.
Yeah.
Ah. I see you haven't been briefed on me yet. I am the Chosen.
Even stuck with the same name, motherfucker. I'm
Quite the
gonna
name.
mentally to Ruby, and then right after to B, I'll be like, "Don't react. This is the guy who put Cat and I away."
I'm gonna blink a couple times.
You could say I'm the protector of this city, a guardian. Looking
You're doing a
down
great
over
job.
the people at night.
Oh god, it's like if somebody took Batman and made him a neckbeard.
Yes.
He's literally an incel. Yes.
God.
It's fucking awful.
Well, if this place is as terrible as you claim, you must be quite busy.
I am, and it seems my night is just getting started.
Do you only work at night?
Ouch, Josh.
No, if it was, he would have been stabbed already. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
I don't want to.
It's just taking notes and just sort of looking at the body and just writing down things like missing heart, missing kidney.
Do you have anything you would like to contribute to our investigation, or will you step back and let us work? I don't like being crowded.
Huh. I see. I'll let you do your work. I've already gathered all the necessary clues I need.
As he turns and looks to Kit.
I'm a different person.
You don't look
I don't
like
look the
yourself.
same.
But he knew last time, Kit.
I just randomly eventually just like walk away to go talk to the other guards after I'm done taking my notes over this corpse.
Good luck with your investigation. When I find the killer, I'll make sure to throw you a little credit, where credit was due.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Smoke bomb!
Oh my god.
It just like suddenly the area is filled with a thick haze.
Did he actually say smoke bomb?
He did say smoke
Okay,
bomb.
I just wanted to verify that this
My
guy's an idiot.
God.
I
as
just.
As the smoke clears, he's gone.
I hate him very much.
He contributed nothing to this.
That's kind of the idea.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that was something.
It sure was.
Ooh. I have a feeling we should wrap up the information that we want and then get the hell out of here.
I feel like he's gonna be following us all night now.
We should definitely take a more indirect route to where we're staying.
Yeah.
Keep an extra eye out that nobody's following us.
All right. So
Don't even
you
know what to do after that.
did you still want to gather information from the guards?
I walked over to the guards.
Okay.
I left before smoke bomb.
That's true. You did leave before smoke bomb.
I was like, I can't even be around this guy. I want to stab him in his face.
All right. Yeah, you walk up to the guard that lets you onto the street.
There's just one guard overseeing this crime scene now that everyone else is like gone.
Well, there's one guard at this kind of like roped off area. There's
Oh, okay.
other ways onto the street that are blocked off that each have a guard or two.
Okay. So there's just this one guy managing this whole crime scene. Like,
No.
good luck, Jerry.
Good luck, Jerry. Make sure nobody touches anything until we get the body.
Yeah. Poor Jerry's like, no, 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 no.
God, I'm on body detail again. Ugh.
As I'm walking up to, no, now I'm just gonna call him Jerry.
I mean, you
I'm-
can ask his name if you like.
Well, as I'm like walking up, I'm gonna cast my free detect thoughts of the day.
Okay.
On Jerry, and just to see like what he's thinking of, just on the surface, you know.
Sure. As you walk up, you cast detect thoughts, and you hear him think, "Oh God, it's a hot one tonight. Crotch is on fire." That's it.
Heat waves, even in Orana. Oh my
There's just some things that are better left unheard.
Yeah, in her mind, it's just like, ugh. Ew.
That's what you get for peeking.
Yeah, well. Awful. Could have done without the second part. I will. I'll walk up to him, and I don't know if he notices me.
Yeah, he hears you coming. You're not trying to be stealthy.
Sneak up on a guard watching a crime scene. That can't go wrong.
Yeah, he's kind of like leaning up against a wall, kind of watching out, but he sees you coming up out of the corner of his eye, so he stands straight and turns to face you as you walk up.
Okay. I give him a very nice smile. Give me everything I want, please. I'll just sort of like point my quill back towards the body. Do you have any other information other than the obvious that we can have? When you guys found this? How long ago you think it happened?
Yeah, the body was discovered a couple hours ago. It looked pretty fresh then, so we think they were killed maybe 3 or 4 hours ago, maybe around supper time.
Does that timeline match up to when Athelos was missing from our group?
It does.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good news. If we kill Athelos, one less person we have to split the money with.
Exactly! That's what I'm saying! Was there anything left behind maybe that you guys have already taken away? Any evidence?
Not really. We didn't find any like debris or no trash that seemed to be relating to the crime. But yeah, if this is like a serial killer, they didn't leave like a calling card or anything. So yeah, we're not sure.
Have you had issues like this recently, other than this one?
No, nothing like this recently. There was something similar to this a month or two back, where this guy got chopped up and his body was like spread out throughout the city.
Oh no!
It was really weird.
That's awful. Kind of monster would do something like that.
Yeah, but we don't think they're related because it's completely different MO.
Did they ever catch the person who did the first one?
They did actually, yeah. Yeah, they I think I remember it was a couple people that worked with the guy, and yeah, they got sent away.
Did they ever figure out why they did it?
I think they were. I think they chalked it up to insanity because they didn't put him in the prison nearby. They sent him off to some insane asylum in the mountains.
Guess we're probably safe that you're right. They're not connected.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. I guess if we have any other questions, we'll come back here. Or is there a guard post in particular that is going to be handling this one?
Yeah, I think it's a little strange. There's a lot of tension going on right now, so there's not a lot of resources put through like investigating crimes. The only person that's currently allowed to work cases like this is Captain Luke. So if you want to talk to who's in charge, I'd go talk to him.
Can you remind me again where the best place to find Captain Luke is? Sorry, a lot going on at work right now, and I really don't want my boss to get mad at me for,
Oh, yeah. I think Captain Luke's office is over in the Watch Stronghold, just outside of the Royal Pavilion.
Right. Thank you. Well, enjoy the rest of your guarding. As I look around this very boring place to be.
It's a living.
I walk back to B and Ruby, hoping that freaking butthead loser man is gone.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
Sorry, what did you say again? Where was it that Captain Luke was? The what stronghold? The what?
The Watch Stronghold.
That's it.
Yeah, it's near the Royal Pavilion, which is in the God, what do we call where all the rich people live?
I didn't write it down. The lavish
have
quarter?
it written.
Lavish,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Lavish Quarter,
That's right.
yes. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Royal Pavilion is in the Lavish Quarter, and so's a lot of the kind of military stuff.
Oh, well, then I'll just add that here then, so I don't forget anymore. All the rich people need to be safe.
Safe.
Okay.
Yeah, there's guardhouses and watch barracks throughout the city, but the main center of their force is at the Watch Stronghold.
Alrighty then. When I get back to Ruby and B, I'll let them know. I'll be like, so this definitely lines up with when somebody was missing from the group, and there's currently not much investigative power going on right now, other than Captain Luke, who we can find basically at his office. So we can probably do that. I don't know if you want to do that tonight or tomorrow. Not really sure what the man's hours are. So
It's already pretty late, right?
yeah, I mean, we have a couple days anyways until the money. So
Yeah.
we have time.
Yeah, I think we should make our way back to where we're staying. I think we need to move carefully to make sure we're not being followed by a certain someone. And then it might be worth having some conversations.
Asking a couple questions.
You know, I
Yeah.
definitely need to talk to my sister, so
Yeah, the two of you definitely need to be careful. I think that you should also talk to Arthur and see, just to find out if there are any strange occurrences.
mm-hmm.
I think we've learned here everything we can learn.
Sounds good. And I guess we'll head back and keep an eye out for Buttface McGee.
Buttface McGee.
I'm gonna come up with
Definitely.
every name for this guy that I can think of every time.
Take some weird off roads.
So, are you keeping an eye out to make sure you're not being followed, or are you just trying to be stealthy as you move to avoid being followed?
I think we're keep a watch out for if we are being followed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No point acting
Um,
suspicious when we're trying to not be suspicious.
Sure. Cool. Then yeah, I'll have all three of you make a perception check.
Well, I roll 3 nat 1s on perception checks
Come
in a
on.
row.
Oh my god.
Well, someone did. It just wasn't you.
Taylor took the hit for me this time.
There you
Oh my lord. That's
go.
so fucking funny.
All right. Yeah. As you make your way back to the inn, you keep a lookout to see if you're being followed. You don't notice anyone following you behind. Yeah. And you eventually make your way back to the new turkey.
Hold for a second. Are the others still downstairs?
Everybody except for Casper and Kat.
I'm assuming Felcrum is still outside
Falcrum
by the
is
car.
Oh,
not
yeah.
leaving the coffin.
I mean, technically, Falcrum is out. It is downstairs. He's just
Yeah.
also outside.
Fulcrum is where we left him, so I'm not concerned.
I'll go debrief Felcrum.
Sure.
I'll
Are you
gonna-
also taking over for him, or?
I can if
'Cause
he
it-
wants to
it-
swap out.
Because it sounded like you guys were taking watches for the cart.
Yeah, I can swap out for him.
Cool.
We have it covered, right? Like it's not just like we have something over it when we're,
I mean,
you know.
it's in a crate.
Yeah, right.
But
Okay,
if you
that's
want,
it.
you can like put like a blanket over it too, so it looks even less conspicuous.
Yeah.
I'm sure Felcrum would have done that during his time sitting out there.
hmm
Sure. So yeah, you debrief Fulcrum. Fulcrum, you can head inside, get some food now.
Yep, you said 1 silver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the stew.
Noticing a suspicious lack of 2 other changelings in this building, I walk over to Malkir. I'm like, "Where's my sister?"
Casper, upstairs.
What do you? What?
You heard me. With Casper, upstairs.
You just see Kit like literally look up, like at the ceiling above her, as if they're right there, like, and it just like narrows her eyes.
Would you prefer any other context, or is that enough for you?
That's fine. They've been up there the whole time we've been gone.
I mean, there was a brief period where they were down here talking, and she managed to confuse Casper, which is impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen somebody as dumbfounded as Casper looked today, and it was... Oh, I wish I had a way to make a painting of his face. Just for reference later.
You're talking, Kit's no longer listening. She's still just staring and is like, what the fuck?
I honestly don't know what's going on up there. I don't want to know. I think it makes it even more interesting.
It just like sits and is just like staring at the stairs that lead to upstairs.
You want me to go check? Because I don't care.
You just see her mouth like open, close. Open, close. It's like, I don't
I don't know how to
No.
feel right now. You don't know how to feel right now. I get it.
I can just go barge in on them and be like, hey, what's up?
Let's not do that.
She just shrugs.
I don't. Nope, I don't want to. I don't want to think about this anymore. She goes over and puts down 3 gold for a bottle of wine.
All right. Third bottle of wine
Or me.
sold tonight.
You know, at this point, you might as well just start a tab.
This is my. Why would I start a tab? It's the only one I bought.
You know, for the table.
I'm not paying for everybody else. Have you just been sitting here by
I'm just
yourself
drinking
since they
mead.
left? What are our NPCs doing?
I mean, for the most part, I've been mostly just messing with some cards. Biding time. You know.
You can see that the NPCs have kind of like split off, and they're drinking as well. They're not all in one group.
NPC group, PC group.
Real quick, just in case, I'm gonna pop a hell site.
Okay.
What's going on in this tavern for the most part?
Okay. Let me just read this real quick. All right. I mean, the only person that I think would show up on this would be Kit.
I think it's magical.
Yeah, it's like an innate magic, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, no one else in the tavern is disguising themselves.
No one else is sus, not even Athalos.
No?
Yeah,
Athalos
so
is just
Man,
sitting
guilty.
in the corner by himself, being a wallflower.
Don't even know if he did it, but just instantly guilty. Happened around the same time he wasn't with the group. He did it.
yeah, so for a brief period, you just see fucking Malkir's eyes go from that like nice green to like the fucking hellscape that is, you know, the fires of brimstone and all that jazz.
The hellscape of hell,
Yeah.
if you
The
will.
hellscape of hell.
Oh,
As
there's the
opposed
session
to
title.
the freaking hellscape that is the city of
I
Laura.
get out of here! Stop it! Stop it!
All right. Good. There's nobody else, you know, hiding amongst us, so we're good.
Just give him a look like, need some eye drops or like, you okay?
No, that's normal.
Oh.
One of the perks of, you know, signing a deal. my situation with, devoting my life and art and practice to
I don't
that
really
of-
know your situation. No.
I don't even know you.
Who are you again?
One of these days I'll sit down with y'all and we can talk about the whole ill rigor profession.
Did you pick this up at school?
Gesundheit.
Technically indoctrinated.
Indoctrination is always a good thing.
Was this a common
From my
thing on
experience.
your side of the city, or
No, it was typically
special?
in Exotic. Well, in Exotic, it's it was more
is this a fraternity?
it was a group of people, individuals who saw my usefulness and decided, you know what, let's bring you into the fold into our shadowy secret organization.
You're in a fraternity. Okay.
What's the fraternity?
Keep forgetting you just grew up on a farm, and every time I'm talking to B in character, I unintentionally look down in real life. Like, look down at my floor, and I'm like, she's not actually there. Tori, like, where are you?
Why are you looking there?
Yeah.
Basically, we all signed various made various deals with, sought out devilish power to one extent or another.
Fraternities are weird.
Basically, just a group of people that get together with a similar mindset, and
Oh no, we have been plotting actively the entire destruction and/or.
why yell it
ruin
a little louder, would you, Malky?
Sorry.
We are in a public place. Yes, hello, I'm plotting the downfall of this empire.
I forgot that I should preface most of the time when Nalkir's talking with the party. If it's not like private, he will most likely be talking to you in your head.
Yeah, but
Unless
there are
it's
two
Ruby.
of us here.
And Ruby hates it every
Yeah.
time.
And now there's a bunch of us. I see Felcrum come in. I'm guessing because he's probably done with talking with Ruby, and I like wave him over.
What a miss.
I don't want to talk about it. How about you? Anything exciting?
I covered the crate with a blanket. That's about it.
Okay. Well, hopefully watch stays quiet all night long. Who's taking over for Ruby?
Probably me.
Okay.
Note to self, we should probably tie a bell to that blanket. In case it's moved.
I mean, I think you'll definitely notice A, the cart leaving, or B, the crate being opened.
Or the
So
crate
you
missing.
should be okay. Or the crate just, yes, being moved, I think is noticeable enough.
You
So
would
I
be
think we're
surprised.
okay. As long as you don't fall asleep, I think you'll be okay.
I should tell her the one
Found
time
a
a couple.
body.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, there was a body,
alive or
but-
dead?
I mean, very dead. Things were missing.
When you say
definitely-
you found a body, it's usually dead.
Definitely.
Look, so depending on who you're talking to, you gotta have to preface like, did you
Really
check?
good.
How far away from our table is Athalos? So you see, like, in the other side of the inn, being a loner.
He's like a good 15 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, just missing
Things
heart,
were missing.
missing
Yeah.
kidney. Happened
I
a
mean-
couple hours ago. Big hole.
I mean, the kidney. That's it's a weird thing to take. I don't know what the organ market is looking like in this section of the world, but I don't know if kidneys are valuable here.
I
Well,
mean,
they wouldn't get much of their sloppy ass job they did. So
they did do a pretty sloppy job. I don't know if it was really used for what they could use it for, but
I get the feeling this is probably. I'm just throwing this out there. What if it was a cover-up? Take the kidney in order to distract from the real object of the crime.
well, they took the kidney and the heart. We're gonna look into it more tomorrow.
So,
So-
are you being
and-
good people now?
Telepathically to Malkir, I'm like, it happened around the time that Athelos left. So,
Ah,
we might have an issue.
I mean,
We're
there's
just
an
trying to figure out.
There's a simple solution to this. It's called stat.
Did you just say we should just stab Athelos?
Saying less people to split the money with, but that's just me.
If
Tell
we
me
just
when.
if we just walk up and stab Athelos, what if he might have not actually done anything wrong, and then we're all gonna be? That's just another crime.
He's just,
Also,
most of them are expendable.
I don't. That's besides the point. I don't care how expendable they are. There's also the stupid fucker who put away Kat and I is also working on this. We have to be extra careful.
Oh, good. So if you run into him again,
Yeah,
we can
he's
stab him too.
yeah, I'm for that.
Just tell me when.
Oh, I'm so sorry to B and to Felcrum. This whole thing has been mind to mind between Valkyr and I. My
Oh.
bad. I definitely will eventually look over.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably a good minute of where it's like, wait, have we been doing? Oh, we should probably look that into. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Felcrum also, he's been caught up because Ruby
Yeah.
told him everything, so it's not like they're totally out of the loop.
Yeah.
But,
I'm just saying, like, you say the word, we can stab that motherfucker too.
you have to use the word stab so loudly.
I'm all for doing that.
We could unalive them.
We could peacefully relocate them to the afterlife.
Yeah. Would you prefer me use the YouTube monetization friendly version of this conversation?
Yes.
In any case, violence is an option.
Yes, violence. You don't need to say it, Malkir. We know, okay? You really, at this point, we're safe to assume that violence is your only option.
Look, it's a good option, okay?
You know what? It's a fine option, but you can keep your option.
Arson is also a good option. Just saying.
If I'm gonna go to anybody for arson, it's not gonna be you. It's
I'm
a
just
pretty
saying in
obvious
general.
choice for arson in this group. Let's be real here.
I'm just saying in
Cat?
general. If you're looking for a
That's
good
what
way
my
to starve a
thought was, it's
city,
cat.
you burn the food supplies.
We're not trying to overthrow the capital city. What are you talking about? Malkir! Eat your just
You do realize that I have been
Malkir,
in
just
jail
deal
before.
Malkir, deal me in! Deal me in, we're not talking about this anymore. Deal me in!
It's like, I don't want to talk about your war crimes anymore, alright?
I can't with you right now.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's gone through a lot in the last 5 minutes.
She's like, I don't want to go upstairs. I have nowhere to sleep. Fucking.
I don't want to hear about war crimes tonight. God damn it.
I've got the fucking dude who put me in crazy town, out and about. have to suffer through a conversation with Arthur later. Just deal me in, Valkyr.
Alright.
Alright.
Just like briefing an Inferno, like, goddamn.
In Kit's head, B's like, you should just break up with him.
Forgot. This is so fucking funny. Poor Ruby. She's gonna lose her mind by the end of this. She's actually gonna need to go back to the insane asylum because she's actually going to go insane.
Withholding so much information from me.
Her one fear is hearing voices in her head and going crazy. And guess what's happening all around her?
Being left out of the loop because everybody can talk to people in their heads.
Oh no.
Just it's Ruby and Spellcrum vibing in a corner.
Yeah. I'll to be in her head. Just feel like that's. I need to at least stay on his good side. Who knows what we might need from him later. So it's just easier this way.
I don't really know how this whole thing works, so that makes sense.
Have you? Right, just you and your family on a farm. I keep forgetting.
A farm of sorts, yeah.
Well, Wait, have you never, like... You just friends? Nothing more? You ever had anything more than a friend?
I mean, not like feelings-wise.
His head sort of turns at that one like, what? How do you become more than Wait, how do you without feelings? He's like, I don't get that one.
There's not a lot of choices, so,
Kid's trying to wrap her head around
it's the feelings part that I don't get. Have you been attached to somebody not emotionally before?
Cat is... Man, Kit's trying to understand emotionally detached relationships?
Well, I'm just laughing that this is the person that's supposed to be the embodiment of lust asking about how do hookups work?
Well, no, but it's like you need some sort of feel. Like there's some kind of feeling. Like even if it's not like you're not like totally devoid of like you're not just like a blank slate of nothing. Like
It's all hate sex. That's what it is.
But that's still a feeling, though.
It is.
It's purely primal, just physical, nothing else.
Yeah, I was like looking, and you like look at B, and you're like, damn, really?
Oh, honey, we're gonna change that.
And Ruby's just outside, so content to just be alone, like, ah.
It's truly the greatest thing to happen to her in the last, month.
Solitude.
Ruby, as you're sitting outside,
Yeah.
you hear the jingling of chains, or chainmail to be more specific, as Athelo steps outside.
No!
Oh no.
I haven't been out here for very long, right?
Yeah, it's been like 10 minutes.
Okay. Cool. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, and he looks over at you, and he reaches into his jacket, and he pulls out a small pouch and a pipe, and starts packing tobacco into a pipe. And then a moment later, he lights a little match and lights his pipe, blows some smoke, and then finally breaks the silence by saying, "Your friends are weird."
want to kill Apollos, man. He's so good.
I don't know if I would necessarily call all of them my friends, but I can't disagree that they're not a bit odd at times. Are they doing something particularly odd tonight?
Well, they sat in silence for about 10 minutes, and then one of them blew up at another one out of nowhere.
God, I hate it when they do that. It is the worst. Just because some of you can be telepathic doesn't mean all of us can be.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
And some of us might not want people in our heads. They're just talking to each other. They're just being odd.
Well, to each their own, I guess.
I guess. Anything of note happening in the tavern aside from our group being odd?
Well, shortly after you guys left to go do whatever you did, Casper and Kat disappeared upstairs. Definitely wasn't expecting that pairing.
Really? I imagine it isn't taking that well.
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of what they were talking about, as it does like little quotation marks, as they weren't talking. But that might have had something to do with her explosion near the end of it.
Good track. They're very protective of each other. It's nice. Do you have a lot of family, Athelos?
Not really. Had a brother once. He's dead now.
Sorry to hear that.
It's not that big of a deal. We weren't really close.
Do you need something out here? I haven't been out here for long. I can stay out here for a few more hours.
Just came out for a smoke. If I'm bothering you, I can take a walk.
No, you're fine.
Alright. You sit in silence as he
Yep.
continues to smoke his pipe, and then when he's done, he gives you a nod and goes back inside. Alright.
Out of 10.
Yeah. Who's relieving Ruby for the last watch of the night?
I think it's
will.
B.
Alright, so B heads out. Are you guys planning on sleeping at all this night?
I'll sleep eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Get It's just every time she thinks about going to sleep, she looks at the stairs and she's like, "Oh."
We got 4 rooms, and
Yeah,
I
know, but she has to go up there.
Falcon walked up to his room.
All right.
Yeah, if I go inside, I let B know that Athlos came out here. And then I go inside, and I see Kit still downstairs. You want to come upstairs?
Is it safe?
Safe from what?
My sister went up there with Casper.
Ugh.
Ugh. And I don't know where they are or what they did, and I just
everywhere and everything.
How the tables have been turned, Miss Lust.
yeah, but you're my sister, so it's weird.
You're my sister, anyway.
The double standards.
I would remind you that Casper has his own room.
Exactly, like Casper has his own room, and presumably that's the room they went to.
Yeah.
So the room that last time would have been Kit, Kat, B, and Ruby is still open.
Unless they didn't go to Casper's room.
Drama. Traumatizing. She'll just like slowly stand up. She's like looking at the stairs like they're the enemy. She's like, you go first and I'll follow you.
Yeah, I'll go first and I'll open the door first.
I've never seen someone hate stairs so much.
As we're walking up, I say, I mean, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to walk in on any of my siblings doing
Talking about it.
anything.
Ruby! Stop it!
I'm sorry. I find what should be the door to our room, and before I open it, I just listen.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
It's impossible. Go repel from the ceiling.
Just gonna give myself one more chance to roll a natural 1 on perception tonight.
Sure. Go ahead and make a roll. I wasn't gonna have you roll, but go ahead.
Come on. Yes!
Oh my God.
Statistically, we've hit statistical anomaly here. I'll have you know, like, this is...
I'm pretty sure this is the second time I've called a nat 1 on screen, so... Just saying.
It's impressive.
This is like, this rivals my... when I called for a double nat 1 for Mike a long time ago. On a flying kick.
Great. I hear nothing and I open the door.
All right. Yeah.
I wait a moment before going in.
All
open
the
the door.
confidence of somebody that's certain there's nothing in there.
Yeah. You open the door, and there's nothing in there.
Great.
I like scurry into the room.
It's fine. Get some
It
sleep.
is not fine.
That's a grown person.
Going to bed. She just crawls in bed and she's just like, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it.
All right.
I was definitely supposed to have a talk with Arthur. Oh well. Forgot about that one.
Yep. All right.
Huh,
Yeah.
wonder what came up.
Ah!
So,
Amazing.
you all gain the benefits of a long rest. And it is the next morning. I'm assuming someone relieved B at some point, so she could get a little bit more rest too. Even though I would not be surprised if she was sleeping out there with the cart.
Yeah, she definitely fell asleep at one point.
Yeah, yeah. If nobody would have, then one of the NPCs would have. That's fine. All right, and it
When
is
I wake up,
Yep.
did Kat come back, or is she still not here?
Cat did not come back.
Look, go over the empty spot, just like
Just the
glare.
cryo alarm. Ah! Yeah,
Well-
that's the next morning.
Well, when you go downstairs, she is downstairs.
I don't look at her.
I don't look at you.
Casper is also there, and he's eating. He's not looking at either of you.
Oh god. I sit at a different table. I can't.
I just say to Casper in his head, "See, she hates me now."
It's too early for this. Too early for this.
I can't believe I don't have a sister anymore. She's disowned me. We're just never gonna talk ever
Cat,
again.
cat. Shut up, please. For like 2 minutes. Cat.
Just eating breakfast. She's nope.
Gets up from the table.
I nudge Kit.
Casper gets up and just goes over and sits by her.
I don't look at him.
I love that if nothing happened, this makes it even funnier.
Cat,
Casper,
are you mad at your sister?
I'm mad at no one.
Insight.
I don't think I need an insight check on that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, well, she thinks you're mad at her for something she did yesterday. I'm assuming with the whole ruined the selling thing and then tried to fix it and whatever. But it's all she can talk about. So just, I guess, if you're not mad at her, just reassure her, please. For all of our sanity. Oh, how did the investigation go, by the way?
It just keeps eating breakfast.
When exactly 2 minutes has passed, Cat starts talking in Casper's head again.
Cat, 2 more minutes.
It stops.
This is everything I wanted from all of us having this feat. I hope you know.
Yep.
It's just funny because Casper's just talking out loud.
Yeah.
Suddenly he's like, ah! Are you just not talking to me now?
Ask Ruby. Ruby knows what happened.
Alright, I'll go talk to Arthur.
Have fun.
I'll just tell him you're breaking up with him.
Is Arthur down here?
Yeah, he would have showed up at some point.
Arthur hears in his head.
Oh God.
Don't freak out. It's me.
Puddles? Why
Of
do you
all the
sound-
names, you pick Puddles, which was the name of my childhood dog.
I know. You said that last time.
Okay, I was like, wait, I'm traumatized.
Puddles, why do you sound like cat? Or
It's-
kid, I mean.
I was like, it's
Sorry, that was Mike, not Arthur.
It's like, oh, Arthur, it is me.
Oh, hey, Kit.
I thought for a second, like,
Is he
can't
just
you turn
talking
into
out
Puddles?
loud?
Well, he can't. His feet doesn't let people respond to you.
Yeah.
Oh, then no, he wouldn't respond.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, is he just out loud, hey, Kit? Like,
He thinks, hey, Kit, but you don't hear it.
mm-mm.
Because he doesn't realize it's not two-way.
Yeah, you... If Casper comes over and talks to you, just ignore him. He's being weird this morning.
I'm gonna use my detect thoughts on her.
Using it early, alright. Yeah, surface thoughts, you can... I'm just gonna say you just, like,
Oh, God.
you just, you get everything that she's saying to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you also don't hear Arthur's thoughts in reply.
Right. Yeah.
Because nobody does.
The dynamic of this group is hilarious with this much telepathic speech.
Yeah.
How am I being weird? You're the one that won't talk to me.
She just, like, puts down her fork, pushes her bowl away from her. Or, why would I have a fork in a bowl? What am I eating?
Good question.
A salad? I don't know.
Just thought of that and I was like, this is an odd
salad
combination.
in the
Yes,
morning?
a breakfast salad. It's a Cobb salad. It's got eggs in it.
There you go.
What the fuck? Okay, alright.
Just pushes it away, and she's like, I am talking to you. And just gets up and is like, if anyone needs me, I'll be at the cart. And she goes outside to the cart.
Casper follows her.
Cat
Oh,
just
God.
starts crying.
Oh no.
When Kat starts crying, Kit just like stops and just like turns around, looks at Casper, points at him, and she's like, "This is all your fault." Goes over to Kat.
She thinks you're mad at her. This is your fault.
I just look over at Kat and I'm like, are you okay?
She hates me, and I'm gonna like lean over and cry into him.
I will do that awkward there kind of patting.
You gotta.
Casper just yells across the
Except-
bar, I told you, and then I go sit by room.
It's fucking every other patron in this room is just like, what is this soap opera?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to have breakfast.
You see the Grau bartender who's up this early because they're an elf. Just cleaning a mug and
It's been cleaning the same mug for the last like
yep, the
10
same mug
minutes.
for the last half hour. And she just kind of sighs, kind
Don't
of
know
like
whether to be amused, confused, or frustrated.
well, it's kind of like a sigh as she as this whole drama in front of her is kind of like reminds her of something in her past.
Ah,
Not
the
only
pain
are
and
we
suffering of
traumatized,
others.
but we're traumatizing others as well. This is amazing.
Casper sits down next to me. I just look at him and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Kat thinks that Kid is mad at her.
Okay.
For
Mm-hmm.
who knows how many different reasons.
Okay.
Okay.
And I guess I don't know anything else. Truthfully, I wasn't really paying attention when she was talking about it, and then I just wanted to know how things went. And then Kit got mad and started storming off, and then Kat took that as abandonment. I just want to know what happened. They can deal with whatever they got going on. I am just curious what happened
Okay.
with the corpse.
With the two of them, I'm gonna go with a lack of communication. And
Which is weird, because we can just talk at each other's heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would think you guys would be good at it, and apparently that answer is no.
Well, I mean, I was pretty upfront with everything I communicated. Now,
Look, sometimes you just gotta be more direct with people when you're speaking in their heads.
I mean, I prefer outward communication.
Oh, I truly
Personally.
only mean the communication between the two of them.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because-
Whatever their
because
issues are,
Kat-
as a family, they can handle on their own.
Yeah, because
I hope.
Kat's upset about the whole abandonment thing, according
Yeah.
to you, and
Oh, that's my guess. I'm
Kit's-
not an expert on relationships.
speaking of, Kit's
Mhm.
concerned that things happened last night as
Mm-hmm.
So I
We
want
never
to
saw
know
the
what
two of
happened
you
last
come-
night.
no, the two of you never came back downstairs, and Kat
Yeah,
never came back to
generally
our
that's what
room.
happens at night. Is you
Yeah.
go to bed. What's so weird about
Do you
that?
not see?
You have sort of a perceived,
You know what, Melchior? At this point, I think I just want to talk about the dead body.
yeah. I would prefer if we just
That's
evolved
what I'm
into-
asking about.
We found the body.
Okay. Good start.
It had its torso ripped apart.
Oh.
Yeah. He was missing a kidney apparently.
Missing kidney. Was it a kidney or both kidneys?
Both kidneys.
Both
Okay.
kidneys.
Both kidneys in the heart.
Both kidneys and the heart were missing. Doesn't look like they did a particularly good job with it. Didn't look like they had the correct tools.
Okay.
It did. The timeline did line up with the sudden disappearance of somebody we know that has had Fulcrum on edge.
Fulcrum on edge. Never noticed.
Right. And if you need more information on who that's supposed to be, I'm gonna let Melchior tell you so that I don't have to say it out loud.
Just in his head, spookily. Athalos.
I knew it. I didn't know it.
And then while we were investigating the body, somebody came up to us.
World's
And
worst
this-
person.
Apparently.
Terrible.
Also in his
person.
head, yeah. In his head, just be like, apparently, they put the sisters in the asylum.
And he's terrible.
Oh,
He calls himself the Chosen, and
I'm gonna be
He
coming
said
down
he
the stairs
smoked
and walking
when he
over at
threw
this
a
point. I'm
smoke
gonna be like, oh, that guy sucked.
Who the fuck?
absolutely sucked.
Who the fuck goes with a name like that? That speaks of narcissism.
That sounds like a guy you'd see in the asylum.
It does, doesn't
He
it?
belong there.
Which is kind of odd. I don't know about whoever put the two of you there, but like the person that caught B and I was perfectly normal.
Look, I got
Oh yeah, mine too. He was just He was a terrible musician, but he was good spellcaster.
Sorry to hear that.
Whereas I got fucking jumped by a fucking humanoid monkey.
Were we the
Oh.
only ones with a normal encounter?
I think so.
Cool.
Called himself the masked macaque. It was weird.
What?
What?
Why?
Pretty sure my guy's name was Terrence.
That's not accurate.
Really fucking remember?
Which one is not accurate?
There was nobody named Terrence.
Oh no, watch out for Terrence.
Take notes to find the name of our guy.
I do not remember.
His name was Remy.
Remy. Is he up?
Good old
Perfectly
Remy.
normal name. Good old Remy.
Really? You got done in by a guy named Remy?
He was very
by a
fast.
guy named the Masked
He ran and
Macaque.
everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Remy was very fast, and we're very short.
That's okay. That's accurate.
And his name is at least normal, not the masked macaque.
Look,
Or
at
the
least.
Chosen?
Yeah, fair.
Terrence.
I mean, Terrence is obviously not normal. Nobody actively names their child Terrence.
See, I honestly believe that Casper just doesn't remember his name, and so that's why it's Terrence.
Oh, that's absolutely it.
That's why I'm not telling you what his name actually was.
I know what his name was, but
Yeah.
Casper would have no fucking clue.
The entire campaign will be Casper's rival nemesis just being like, "Remember my name, motherfucker."
Ajax?
No.
You will rue the day you screwed over.
Terrence.
We're gonna meet this guy and be like, so you're Terrence. He's gonna be like, that's not my name.
It's the only name we know you by.
Alright, weird, but whatever.
So really? You couldn't be bothered to remember me? Ouch.
Anyway, if we want to participate more in the investigation, we know who to talk to and probably where to find him.
Okay.
The weird guy did not seem to like him. So, yeah, they definitely have beef.
I mean, he's a vigilante, cleaning up the streets via what I would imagine methods law enforcement does not, endorse.
And yet they do, if it landed the twins in prison. You know?
I mean, technically, I'd say the asylum wasn't technically prison. It was more of a mental institution.
Fucking felt
Which
like a prison.
is-
Could
which is a
we
prison.
leave? No.
Also fair.
No.
What do you
Were
mean?
we
We
there
did
for
the
crimes?
Coloring book.
Yes.
We may or may not have committed crimes, and then they put us in a mental institution that we could not leave on our own volition.
Yeah, fair.
Still
That
stand by
sounds
that
like a
Ruby and I
prison.
did not deserve it.
Truly.
In hindsight,
Especially,
considering my
especially on the
files,
scale of what the rest of you did.
considering my file is most likely redacted, yeah.
Literally, we didn't even hurt anybody.
Whoa, I didn't do
We-
anything that you can prove.
We broke in, and then we left. I don't even think we took anything.
I didn't even get what I went in there for.
No,
Yeah, you guys didn't get far.
we didn't get far. We didn't steal anything, and we didn't hurt anyone. We did not belong in prison. I picked one lock.
Wow, you picked. You got through one lock and got At that point, that's
There were a
not
lot
even.
of guards, okay?
Yeah, listen. It was complicated. There was a lot going on.
Did you
It
walk
was
into
supposed to be a get in, get out kind of thing.
Did you accidentally walk into a sting operation? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
I mean, we could have.
Just we find out that B and Ruby are actually just decent people who got mixed up with an evil party.
Hey, they made the choice to break in and try to steal something.
Oh, I was like, no. Evil intent was there. You can't accuse us of a crime based on intent.
B is true neutral, so.
What do you mean? That's the difference between first and second degree murder.
You're right. You're
Actually,
right.
actually, he
And
would
I
be the one to know.
did.
He has a degree.
And I did steal something in town, so.
Any case, Casper, would you like to join me for some bacon poker?
Bacon poker.
This is a game.
Bacon
This is a game me and a couple friends came up with in college. We would play a hand of every time someone would win a hand, you would get to eat a piece of bacon.
Oh, I do enjoy bacon, and I don't lose at poker, so, I suppose get me fat off bacon. Also, I'm glad we were finally able to reach this point in the conversation after it's the first fucking thing I asked about.
Listen, if there's going to continue being tension between those two, none of us are going to be happy about it. So,
like I said,
also...
they can deal with it themselves.
So while this conversation was going on, the other table, Kate and Felcrum.
As I started dealing Casper
I was
in,
crying into Falcon like, and then so you know, she obviously doesn't want to be my sister anymore. And I'm like, well, I can't just get another sister. Well, that's not how things work. And then Casper was there, and it was like, let's just go upstairs and not think about it. And we went upstairs, and it was just when she hates me, and she. And that's when she walks over, and I just completely stop talking.
As I heard you ferociously mumbling, like.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Kat was gonna say I can't get another sister because technically that's illegal.
No.
And all Felker would say is, I couldn't make a word out of that. You spoke into my shoulder the entire time.
You were
and I
gonna
just-
be
I
like-
did not get a word of that.
You're gonna
There,
make
there.
my armor rust.
That's what I was thinking there. But yeah, just silent, just staring at Cat with big watery or Kit, jeez, with big watery eyes.
Yes, they messed themselves up.
I know.
We'll never get it right.
No, we won't either.
You just see her, like, sigh, and she's like, get up, let's go.
I don't want to die, and I get up and go to Paul.
Just
Get up
grab
and
her
what?
by-
Hey, Kit, before you go, talk with your sister. I think.
What do you...
I think she
That's
needs
what
that.
where I'm going, Velcro. He grabbed Kat's hand. He dragged her upstairs.
Okay, the two of you go upstairs.
Go to our room. Just point at bed. I'm like, sit.
Sits. Sniffle, sniffle.
It's just like pacing back and forth, a very short duration. These rooms probably aren't that big. Kat, what is the problem?
You hate me.
Why, Kat? We've been. Why would I hate? What? Why do I hate you? Tell me.
Because I messed up the plan at the place with Malkier, and then I was trying to make it right, but nothing was said, so I figured you still hate me, so it didn't get fixed.
Not. Why would I be mad at you? Malkier's the one who ran away from a mouse.
I was the mouse!
I know you were the mouse, but you had a plan. Malkier ran away from a mouse.
So you don't hate me, Dad?
No, I don't. Kat, you know I don't hate you.
I didn't know that, and you want a new best friend and Arthur because we can't watch together anymore.
Why? You're the one who always wanted to be on watch with Felgrim.
But you could have been on watch with us.
Yes, but I needed to talk to Arthur. You were also the one who pushed me to talk to... Actually, you pushed him to talk to me all the time.
You gotta come too.
Cat, you remember the pact we made when we were children?
Yeah.
Okay, then you know I don't hate you, and you know I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
However, we need to talk about what happened last night.
What happened last night?
I got back from going out with P and Ruby, and you weren't here. Well, you weren't downstairs. Yes. And then you didn't come back to the room.
Because it was sleep time. I didn't think you'd want to see me because you hated me.
We've already been over the fact that I don't hate you, and I realize now I actually don't want to talk about this.
Are you proud of me for getting us another buyer?
Yes, you did a really good job. If the other one hadn't worked out, we had a second one. I mean, if this other one doesn't work out, we'd still have the second one.
10,000 gold.
Hey. Calm down. It is not all for you.
What? But I suggested it.
No, Cat. We cannot take 10,000 gold.
That seems silly.
We have to split it with everybody else, and you know this.
Well, now I know this. I would have asked for more. But maybe Lady Llama will give us more, and then we can have 10,000 gold. 28,000 gold.
We've already agreed to sell this to the tiny person whose name I can't remember.
Sniv.
Sniv, thank you.
Yeah, but what if she offers more?
Sniv was pushing it on 10. And we already made a deal with Sniv, so...
But we can still see, because she might give us the 20.
Yeah, but the problem is that Sniv is, if we sell it to her, it's all on the, down low. Whereas if we sell it to, what do you keep calling her? Lady Llama?
Yeah, I think her name was something like that. Or it was, and I opened the locket that I wrote her name in. It was Lady Blama Augusto.
Okay, let's stick with Llama. She's way more high profile, so it comes with way more scrutiny if we sell it to her. So it'll just be easier if we sell it to Sniv.
But what if she gives us more? I think we need to at least hear her out.
Realize we're getting like 700 gold each selling it to Sniv. That's a lot of money.
But we could get even more.
Cat, now is really not the time for us to be greedy about things, okay?
We should ask the group, and she jumps up off the bed.
I sort of put both of my hands, put a hand on each shoulder to stop her from just running off downstairs. Do you remember that guy who put us away? Who caught us?
Yeah, the dumb guy.
Yes, stupid McStupid face. He's around looking into the murder that B and Ruby and I went to yesterday. But he is still here. So we have to be very careful, okay? Do you understand? Very careful.
I changed my shape to be some rando.
That's good, but now do you understand why if we sell this, whatever this thing is, somebody who's a little more high profile, that puts us into a more high profile position, which we do not want.
But the thing about it, see, is when I went and met with Lady Llama, first of all, I was as a cat because, I was trying to be sneaky and stuff, and they took me right to her, and she was like, she knew. It was weird. Like, they're like, oh, let me see the cat's paw, and I'll tell you if it's our cat. So I tried to not let them see my paw, and I ran up to them, though, and then they checked anyway, and they're like, yep, this is definitely my cat. And then she was like, whoa, why would someone come here as a cat? And then I talked in her head because I didn't want to not be a cat anymore. And then she was like, oh, very interesting. This cat can talk in my head. What are you here for? And I'm like, we have a business proposition for you. And then she's like, oh, I see. What should I call you? And I said, Cat. And then she's like, oh, Cat the cat. And I'm like, yep. Do you want to buy this cool thing from us potentially? And she's like, cool. Where should I meet you? And then I'm like, you should meet us at, or no, she gave me, she didn't like where I suggested. So she gave me a location. And I'm like, okay. And she said, not today, but like tomorrow. But she said it yesterday. But so tomorrow we would meet her there with the thing and see if she would want to buy it. So she seems like super powerful or something. So maybe she would pay more.
Is this lady's name, like, when we were living here prior to being arrested? Have you ever heard about her?
I guess I'll leave that up to you. How much experience do you have with nobility?
Depends on how noble she is.
Like, what level of nobility did you have contact with, I guess?
I don't know to what level, because I know, like, that what our parents provide, they provide to, like, the rich and the, like, nobility of Orana. So, like, it's not that we're, like, we have, like, super close connections, and we're like, haha, buddy and friendly with people, but we would still, like, at least know of people.
Sure, okay.
So not, like, great details, like I'm gonna know her whole life story, but, like, maybe I'll know the tagline next to her name, you know?
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Then, yeah, you would recognize the name of Lady Augusto. You would know that she travels a lot. And she doesn't have that much of a presence in, like, the aristocracy. Like, she doesn't, like, go to, like, a lot of parties or anything. She mostly keeps to herself. But every once in a while, she will host like a type of event at her house that only certain people are allowed to go to.
Okay.
There you go.
Where are you supposed to meet her?
It was at a warehouse again, wasn't it? Right?
A warehouse.
At X warehouse.
X warehouse on Y Street.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well, we can ask the group about it and see what they say. But just bear in mind, really need to keep a low profile, okay?
Yes. Who's Cat? I don't know that person.
I nailed it. And if ever you come across him, just pretend you don't know him and do whatever you can to get away from him, okay?
Yes. Makes a lot of sense.
And no more off by yourself.
No more off by myself.
Because I really don't want to have to try and break you out of prison.
I wasn't put in prison off by myself.
No, I just mean, if you're off by yourself and get caught, I don't want to have to break you out of prison.
Oh,
Make sense?
yes.
Okay.
Yay! And I hug you.
You can hug her back.
I guess we head back downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head back downstairs right around when the other group is finishing up their conversation.
Is everything good now?
Nobody hates anybody.
Great.
Told you.
Then we should figure out what to do with the rest of our day.
Well, we can go see the captain. And then the buyer that Kat set up wanted to meet today.
Tomorrow.
Wouldn't it, if she said, wouldn't it be today if she told you yesterday, tomorrow?
Yesterday it was the day after tomorrow, so it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Pretend I didn't say that then.
I was really upset. It was probably hard to understand me.
How involved in this investigation do we want to get? I think is the real question.
Not at all. I'm perfectly content staying here.
Why
Well,
do we need to be?
You wouldn't be
involved?
coming anyways, was be Ruby and I.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. Suppose I can stay here.
Like, traveling around with 13 people is suspicious, so.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Although if we want to try and confirm some of our own suspicions, then
We need to know.
we need to know. We need to know what they know.
Just be careful.
I'm also curious as to the guard mentioned that like tensions were running high or something, so I do find it odd that there's only really one person who's, sort of investigating. There was a whole department for that.
Yeah, good point.
Maybe they're also investigating, but only
It's
one person's
rather-
doing actual work.
Well,
This
then
is the Empire we're talking about.
it's true. Well, and you know who mentioned an exploding guardhouse?
Yeah, well, we can bring that up and see what that gets us.
Yeah. We'll be cautious, but if someone we're connected with is involved in this, we need to figure that out.
I'd like to at least be aware.
Yeah.
The rest of us do.
Lilo?
Yeah. Especially Lilo. You can come with if you want, Kat. You just can't come as Kat.
But what this butt might show up, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could be a mouse in my pocket.
But I can only be a mouse for so long, so it's maybe safer to not, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Not me checking how long I can be a mouse for.
I think it's half your druid level, rounded down.
So 2 hours each, so 4 hours.
Okay, well, that's rather be safe then.
You could also just make
Be
yourself look like a
different
normal person.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not as fun.
Okay, fair enough.
I will wait here. And then if something goes wrong, I can sniff you out. And come save you.
Okay. You can, if you can, also, if you're bored, if you can go and get me some things for casting Find Familiar. Since we're in the city, this is definitely where I'll be able to get the stuff I need.
The kid hears in her head, I don't have very much money for that.
I just like, in your head, I'm like, how much money do you have?
I'll need more to get stuff.
I give you 50 gold.
Ooh. Okay. Goes in the bag of holding. Shopping.
Alright, shall we get to it then?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright, so the three of you are going off to talk to Captain Luke at the Watch Stronghold. Kat is going to go do shopping, it sounds like.
Yes, would anybody like to come?
I suppose I'll go with.
I was gonna say I'm not allowed to go on solo missions anymore. I need someone to come with me.
I need an adult.
I need an adult, please. I've been forbid. Cool.
Alright. So, Kat Casper.
Before we depart, we already know we need some kind of papers to get into the Lavish District, right?
The Lavish District, yeah.
Can I just I don't know if I would already have fake detective papers on me, fake investigator papers.
Like maybe
if I don't,
like a fake badge, but it wouldn't be you're not from the Empire, so you're not a registered investigator with the Empire.
Oh, their papers probably look like bullshit too.
Oh, everything looks like bullshit in the city. You know how long Kat and I had to do paperwork for anything? It was awful.
It sounds terrible. I think we could get away with. I just didn't have time to change my papers over yet. I'm new to the Empire.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay.
I mean, worst case, we can always just ask them to escort us specifically to Captain Luke, bring investigation, blah, blah, blah.
We could. Take this time in the morning while we're planning to... I have switched over my skill proficiency from whatever that ability is called. I never remember what it is.
Right, your roguish ability.
Whispers of the Dead.
There you go.
From insight over to deception.
There you go. yeah, you can do that.
Deception. Okay.
Alright. So that's where you guys are going. Casper and Kat are doing some shopping. Malkir's been put on house arrest. It's too obvious. What is Fulcrum doing?
Out watching the cart.
Okay, so Fulcrum and Malkir will hold down the fort. All right. As you all go your separate ways, that's where we'll end tonight.
All right.
Sounds good. So I will end the stream here. So I'm assuming we're playing next week.
Yeah, I don't think I have it not to.
All right. Then we will see you all next week. Have a good night.
Good night.
Woo!
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.